OK, hey, this is exciting. This is the time of year when a lot of people are being books out. Johnny's got a book out. It's very, very different to the kind of book that normally a comedian or a TV person would write. Tell us about the idea behind this, because it is quite unique, I think.
It's becoming Johnny Vegas, but it's going back to me as Michael Pennington and plotting where Johnny came from.
So Johnny is, for you, Johnny Vegas, the comic persona we know, it does feel like a different person.
Well, it always felt like a different person. It always felt like there was a line in the sand. It was me, I'd put the flares on, I had the Celine Dion. But yeah, look at that.
See, when I first saw photographs, I didn't know that was a perm. I thought that was what your hair was unfortunately like, but...
It's technically not a perm, it's a demi-wave. Only people in the business would know.
So why did you have that done?
I had it done because this guy who lived in my head went, we should have a perm. We really should go out and get something. If women aren't going to look at us, we should have a reason for women not to look at us. And the best reason for women not to look at you is to have a perm. If you're not a footballer from the 1970s.
But here's the thing. I think if a lot of people had The Voice in their head or something like that, they would try and fight against it. They wouldn't embrace it. And yet you chose to follow that path and embrace him. Were you not tempted to try and sort of push it away?
I did, but I had very little to sort of associate with. I went away from a young age. I had trained for the priesthood. That was a massive shift in my life, and then when I left there and people are going, he's that police boy, he's the weirdo. This voice was the only person who seemed to understand me, and it didn't feel strange to have this voice in my head. And it wasn't something, it wasn't telling me to go out and start fires.
No.
You know what I mean? There was nothing bad enough happening. He was just a bloke walking around, sort of going, you know what I'll say to him if I ever get the chance. And then one day, eventually, you pick up a microphone and somebody goes, oh, you fat gay, and he goes, let me tell you what I know about you, what I've been watching and waiting.
So it freed you to unleash the comic kind of force within, or the kind of the observational force within?
Well, it wasn't even a comic force within. It was just that bloke going, I'm sick of you taking crap. He was like a little Mr. Miyagi. Yeah. But he never taught me how to fight.
Perm on, perm off.
Yeah.
The booze as well.
Scrunch! Diffuser!